Okay. Of course, as soon as I come on, I realize I forgot something. Oh, I didn't see the wax. No. I got wax in my stuff. Okay. I'm coming. Okay. Hi, guys. All right, hang on. Got to get us up here. There we go. Oh, mute. All right, live chat. My son came home just before the live. I was going to be a minute early. Instead, I'm a couple minutes late. Okay, now I better do better because now I put the light in front of me and I'm putting it over here, where you can see all my mess right now, but on purpose. All right. Hi. Let's see, who do we have? Debbie's here. Hi. And Julie, Angela, Alexa Joy. Hi. Hello, Gypsy Spirit Moon. Hi. Butterflyer. Hey, how are ya? Earthy Phantom. Hello. How is everybody? Good. I am good too. Hi, Laura. I spent most of the day kind of printing stuff out about Beltane and then looking at it. I'm like, yeah, I don't really. It's not like I'm going to go over every ritual. We're just going to talk about some rituals and then I can post some of the rituals like in the group or something if you want. Hi, Witchy Woo. How are ya? Yay. And we can, do some more talk about what kind of rituals, what you want to include maybe in your rituals and all that kind of stuff. Had a slight disagreement. But doing fine. I hope it was nothing too serious. Hi, little dandelion. Hello, TF Daydream. Selkie. Good. Hi, Johnny. You're sick. Oh, no, Ange. Wait, I have my basket here. I just don't have it ready like I normally do. Hang on. I got it. Is the new moon coming? Hi, Justin. Because I feel like my basket is filling up awful quick this time. But, well, there's been a lot of... Hi, Kay. How you doing, sweetie? I was just going to say, there's been a lot of stuff going on between the floods and people being sick. There's been a lot of, Angela, allergies or the flu. There's been a lot of either sickness or tragedies or disasters or stuff like that. So allergies or the flu. But I feel like the basket is filling up. Or the flu. A lot. But part of that might be because I haven't been doing half papers like I used to. Just a different living style than you're used to. Oh, God. All right. So, we're going to talk about Beltane. So, first of all, hi, Tar Apple. I think there is a little bit of confusion about when Beltane is. And there always is. I'll tell you, with pagan holidays, most pagan holidays, you celebrate at dusk the night before what the actual holiday is. And it goes from dusk to dusk. And that is because that's how pagans in the early days used to celebrate. It used to be, from dusk the night before. And then the holiday would run until the following dusk. So it makes it a little confusing sometimes. Even especially for me, because my brain doesn't do math very well at all. The numbers thing just doesn't work for me. I always am trying to figure out when it's the solstices and the equinoxes, like the exact moment of the equinox. I'm always like, wait a second. Is it the longest night before the exact equinox? Or is it the longest night after the exact? Or is it, it just doesn't, I do it every time it comes up and then I never remember ever. Hi, Kayla. Been a while since I caught a live. Just finished my evening yoga. Yay! Well, welcome. I'm glad you're back. Hopefully, evening yoga. That sounds like it was fun. I'll be honest. I have never done a yoga class ever. Isn't that funny? There's something about when you have a lot of kids, and I hate to say this, and maybe it's not for everyone, but when you have 4 boys, you don't have money to do other stuff. Like all your money is sunk into the food budget and the housing budget and all this stuff. I never had money. I didn't get my nails done. I didn't get my hair done. I didn't go to yoga. I just never had money for that kind of stuff. All the money was home. Hi, Shamara. So I just, and now that my kids are growing up and stuff, I'm like, I feel like I'm almost, not that I'm too old for yoga. That's not it. But there's nobody around me that does that kind of thing. And I'm always like, I'm such an introvert. I know it doesn't seem like it when I'm on here, but I'm such an introvert sometimes that I'm like, I don't want to go by myself and be like, hi, because I can do that. I can pretend that I'm not an introvert. Okay, that scared the bejesus out of me. I bet you that was the kitty. All right, so this is my stang for Beltane, which of course now you can't see because I didn't put the camera the right way. Hold on. Now it's not going to stay up because kitties are messing with things. Stay. All right, hang on. Oh, yeah, you can kind of see it. It's up there. All right, so yeah. So I'm such a chicken shit that I don't usually want to do it by myself. So I'm like, I don't want to go. And like I said, I can fake it pretty well. Like I can pretend that I'm an extrovert. And I do that really well. My father really taught me how to talk to people and pretend like I'm outgoing. And inside, I'm like, no, I don't want to really talk to anybody, which is so funny because I know it's a totally different thing on here, but it's me. I can't help it. Does Beltane do crazy things to you like buying all the crystals? Someone please take my Etsy away. Yeah. It's Beltane is, yeah, it happens because the energy, first of all, the Fae are at work. So the Fae are like, oh yeah, buy everything. Look at the pretty things and the sparklies and the Fae are all into that. And then on top of it, that fertility energy comes around and it really pulls that kind of energy in with it. So let's see, what else do we got? I'm super introverted too. I do my yoga at home. I'd love to try attending a class. I know, me too. I really would. I gotta do it. I'm the same, Jen. You too, Donna. Yep. And Kay. Beltane has been making me go through a lot of emotions. That's definitely possible. Angela, I'm a big social butterfly. Yay. That's good. Yes, Kay. How is the flooding doing? Hi, TLC. Hi, Coyote Moon. And Bebow, I see Bebow is in here. How are you, honey? The flooding is still on the rise. Oh my gosh. And the army is in town. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Well, I put you, you know what? I'm going to put you again. I put you and your town into the basket here, but I'm going to do it again because I think it's still needed. My goodness. Hi, Silver Willow. So excited to leave my trip. Me too. I know. I'm going to be meeting Bebow and Gypsy and a lot of you, huh? Speaking of fairies, have you seen Lucy Cavendish's new Fairy Blessings Oracle cards? She has a new one. She had fairy, what do I have? I have fairy something. It's a purple box. Fairy something cards, Oracle cards. I have not seen the Fairy Blessings. I had hoped the situation was getting better. I know it. That's terrible. Worse. I can't believe it's getting worse. My goodness. And like I said on the page today, it makes me hope that at some point in our country, anyways, that the idiots who are the climate change deniers will not be able to do that anymore. You know, when their houses down in, you know, the Keys in Florida start washing away, maybe they'll start to realize that climate change is happening and that we need to do something about it. I think it's going to take that, though, unfortunately. And in the meantime, innocent people who are, you know, believe in climate change and are trying to do something about it already are getting punished. I leave at 5 a.m. in the morning for Montana. Oh, I will, Jennifer, for sure. For sure. Actually, let's put you in the basket too for travel. I'm sure you've done all of this, but she sure seems to be angry though, right? Be about travel. I'm sure you've, you know, got your travel altar together. Did you get like travel stones to put in your, I always put good travel stones in my door jamb, you know, the little pocket of the door. I always put little travel stones in there. I saw an Evelyn Cameron's unboxing. I'll have to take a look. I will have to take a look. You have a bunch of crystal skulls on the way. Oh my goodness, Witchy Woo. How many is a bunch? Few years ago, I felt the unbearable sadness of the earth. Oh, I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. I know. We'll see you next month, Jen. Yay. Yay. I can't wait. What travel stones? Oh, okay. So travel stones. Tiger eye is really good for protection. Any kind of tiger's eye, or I should say tiger's eye, hawk's eye, dragon's eye. They're all forms of tiger's eye that are just different colors. So there's like blue tiger's eye is hawk's eye, red tiger's eye is dragon's eye, tiger's eye, you know, is the regular golden tiger's eye. That's all good for protection. I don't have a lot of stones now, but I did put rose quartz in the car. I have a protection bottle, prayer beads hanging from the mirror. All right. Good. What else is good for travel? Let me think. Okay, come on, Jen. Kick it into gear. I got a picture of my wall here. I always carry, well, for me, I always carry lepidolite because I want to try to stay calm driving. Hi, Sandra. And Kayla. Oh, I said hi, Kayla. Hopefully I can see everyone. I know. I hope so, little Dandelion. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, honey. Because I need to stay calm during driving. Bloodstone is really good because it will help your circulation when you're in the car for long rides, you know, so you don't get blood clots, that kind of thing. My travel altar is in the drawer under the passenger seat. Perfect. Look at that. Hi, May Rose. May Rose, what a perfect name for this discussion, right? Beltane, yay. Obsidian, yep, obsidian is good for protection for sure. Definitely. Why would they hold that for review? How silly. Is Beltane a good day to get jobs? Absolutely. Any day is a good day to get jobs, right? But Beltane is, it depends on what kind of job you're going for, but it definitely would have the energy of creating new things, fertility, doing that kind of thing. So that would be good. Oh, shit. Hey, Nam, would you turn the dryer back on? I forgot to take it out. She's not going to listen. Okay. So Beltane, let's talk about Beltane. So we celebrate. All right. Let's be honest though, with our busy schedules, not all of us can take off for the holiday of Beltane. I do. I use that as some of my vacation time every year because Beltane is a big deal for me. But not everybody can do that. So if you cannot celebrate Beltane in the middle of the week, celebrate it on the weekend. That's okay. There's nothing saying that you have to celebrate Beltane exactly when everybody else is celebrating. And I will tell you that technically Beltane isn't even, he's with all his friends, Nan. What? What do you need? Yeah, what do you need? Well, he's with all his friends. You can't wait till he's not with all his friends? What is it that you need to tell him?
He said, oh, I'm not supposed to feed the cats and there's no food in there.
Well, nobody has any money So,
There's food, not in a dish.
oh, well, I can put cat food in the dish as soon as my video is over, okay?
Promise?
Yep, when my video is over. Okay, thanks. Again. Okay. I just bought 6 new decks from a local friend that's downsizing. Ooh, that's a good way to get decks. There you go. Ayla, hello. Thomas, hi. Caroline, hello. You didn't get notified. I know. Almost losing it. Uh-oh. Yes. Oh, yeah. I know me. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Right? All right. Anyways, technically, Beltane is when Taurus is Taurus is in 15 degrees. Live means real life. That is for sure, right, Melissa? Which is usually somewhere around May 5th. I don't know when it is, to be honest with you, because I always celebrate May 1st. But so you could celebrate whenever you have the time. Even if, let's say, guys, now people used to say to me all the time, what if you know what? I just don't have the time to stop. And you saw that, huh, Julie? I just don't have the time to stop and do a big celebration thing. That's okay. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty if you don't have the time to do that. I would try to, because as pagans, we go by the cycle of the year. We're looking at the wheel of the year. I would try to do something little, light a candle and say, welcome to spring. And, let's hope everything starts growing really well. And thanks God and Goddess. As long as I would try to acknowledge it in some way, because for us, we're going to try, hi, Dreaming Antelope. We're going to try to, change our thinking based on what time of year it is, where we're at the wheel of the year. I know for me, depending on where we're at in the wheel of the year, it makes a big difference on things that I'm thinking about, my growing schedule, like my herbs. I wanted to have my herbs in the ground before Beltane. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. We had snow all weekend. Like, really? Come on. I'm supposed to be looking at all the growth and stuff and nothing. Yes, you totally should. I'll do a Scully's haul. Yay. Oh, I missed how many Scullys there were. Did you say? Hold on. I gotta see how many between, I think 6 or more. Oh, wow. I miss my coven days with big celebrations, right? I know. I have to say, I do. I kind of miss that too. When our coven leader moved to Chicago, everybody kind of all fall apart, but we will do something here, right? So the question is, do you want to do a small ritual tomorrow night, or do you want to do like a together ritual on Saturday? On here, I mean. On here. Because we could do either. I hate when the delay comes through. Whatever works for you. I know my admins want to do something tomorrow night because Hexen is off tomorrow night for once. Poor thing. He's never off on the weekend when we're doing it. By seeing Jen at Dollar General shopping. Yay. I'm usually free both days. Tomorrow I work Saturday. Yeah, I've only been on a little while, Shauna. How long? 18 minutes. Oh, longer than I thought. Tomorrow? All right, we can do it tomorrow night then. We'll plan on doing it tomorrow night. Okay, so let's talk about tomorrow, even if it's short. Yeah, candles, maypole, boom. Exactly. Hi, Maddie. Yay. So, let's talk about Beltane, the rituals, right? No sky cladness. No, there will be no sky cladness on this channel. No, that is not something anyone will have to worry about there. All right. So there are, there's lots of, let's talk about the ritual itself. The ritual itself, there's lots of different aspects of the ritual that we can include. Even if we're not going to include, obviously, the great rite with the god and goddess, but we can symbolize the great rite by, I'll go skyclad for channel, right? Well, I definitely will not be. By what the cauldron represents the goddess's womb, right? And the athame represents the god. So there is a part of the Beltane ritual that you put the athame into the cauldron, and that symbolizes the great rite. So that's one thing we can do to symbolize. There's other thing. I mean, we can talk about some of the other things that you can do too. But that, it depends on the age of the people you have with you. It depends on, how comfortable you are with the people you're with. Finally, tile is going up this week. Yay! So another week, no shower. Oh, well, you'll get there, right? Ugh. Put a warning if it's skyclad, right? Yeah, no, won't have to worry at all. Jen, your maple from yesterday looks amazing. Aw, thank you. We have been using my parents' shower. Ugh, yuck, right? Okay, so some of the correspondences I think we talked about before. The symbolism is the union of the goddess and the god, fertility in all things, a time of making things fertile, maypole, May Day baskets. So do you know what May Day baskets are? Literally, May Day baskets can be made with paper, and you just put the paper in a cone shape, and you can tape it or staple it together, and you put flowers into it, like either fresh wildflowers that you go out and pick, or we did May Day baskets in elementary school. So, and the tradition is you drop them off at your neighbor's house, ring the doorbell, and you run. And that's the tradition for the May Day baskets. I would join you, Thomas, but I wouldn't want to frighten the gods. Believe me, Shamara, if it was just you, the god and goddess, they know you. You ain't showing them nothing that they don't know. But yes, I understand. I would not do that either. Ding dong ditch. Exactly. And that has something to do with the chase, the god chasing down the maiden in the ritual ceremony. And so that somehow it represents that. It's in the grimoire for the Green Witch. Perfect. Look at that. When I read that there was a Beltane tradition, I was shocked. We were taught about them and did them in school, right? The maypoles you were saying, right? Yeah, in elementary school. Yay. I know. I think I kind of remember that too. And, of course, they never say what that represents. That's okay, Shauna. You're all right. Okay, so food. Oh my goodness. So let me tell you, first of all, the food for Beltane is awesome. It's, for me, I love the summer Sabbats. Their food is, you got served with jury duty. Ugh. I'll tell you what did I do with it? I got a summons as I was doing one of my I have 2 more Beltane books that I'm uploading after this. But as I'm doing one of my Beltane books, I got a summons for court for something that they think I'll have to look at it. But anyways, it's been a great day for that kind of stuff, right? What the hell is that? Oh, food, the best part. So the food is awesome, especially in the summer months. For me, well, I don't know. I guess really the winter months too. So the food is part of my favorite part. the first thing is for every single Beltane that I have celebrated, I'm pretty sure I found this recipe that I posted on our page today for the honey fried cakes, the fried honey cakes that are so good. Oh, they really are. And I don't know if that's just because I don't really make them. You know, I have somebody else who does that. Thank goodness. But they are so good. And so we make them every year. We, when we make the fried honey cakes, we put them into symbols of the god and goddess. So yes, we have a god with a penis. And then usually, because it's really hard to make a goddess with a vagina, for some reason, that we just kind of make the vagina. And then, but the god always has like the whole god with arms and legs and a penis. I don't know. Maybe it's because we wouldn't really, we should know what it is. I don't know. That's how we do it. And because when we leave our offering for the Fae, we leave one of each for the Fae out because that is the symbol. That's the symbolism. And I think I talked about before, this was one of the funny moments that I learned something when we did the ritual for Beltane, and my kids, it was me and my oldest and my youngest and Peter. And we decided that year that we would walk outside with our god and goddess cakes. And as we were walking, we would think about what we wanted to bring forth into our life and what we wanted to let go, I think, because the fertility part was bringing forth and what we wanted to let go. And so we were supposed to be saying one thing out loud as we walked out with our god and goddess cakes. And then we left the offering. And then on the way back in, we were supposed to say what we wanted to bring forth. And so, like, you know, I can't think of one thing. So let's say I wanted to get rid of I have nothing bad. That's awesome. Think of something bad, Jen. I wanted to get rid of my shyness. All right. And I'm not really shy. I'm introverted, but I'm not really shy. But so I would say all the way out, shyness, 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 indecisiveness, indecisiveness, indecisiveness. So whatever my oldest son was saying, he walks out, he's walking outside and he's saying it. And then him and my youngest son burst into laughter. And I remember that ritual like day and night because I got so mad that they were laughing in the middle of our ritual that I was like letting it upset me. And I was like, you guys, please try to be serious about this. And Peter looked at me and he goes, Jen, it's your religion. You really think the god and goddess care if they're laughing? Do you know what they're laughing at? And I'm like, no. Well, Frank's penis had fallen off on the way out on his cake. So, of course, then he said, whatever he was saying, he was like, oh, I guess I'm getting rid of my penis, my penis, all the way out. So, of course, they were laughing. So that was, I have to say, that was my lesson. I've never, ever treated ritual so serious and stuff before because I thought, of course, that's going to happen. And of course, the goddess of God were laughing with us because that's what happens in real life. But it's funny, before that, I had this thing in my head that the ritual had to be very serious and everything had to go just perfectly and everything, you know, and thank goodness that it suddenly was like, oh, you know what? It's okay if things fuck up. It's gonna fuck up. That's life. It's all right. Nothing's going to happen. That doesn't mean the god and goddess look down and go, oh, forget it. I'm not joining your celebration because you laughed, right? There's nothing to worry about there. Whatever it is, just keep going. It's all right. We cut up all the time in our rituals. It's funny. I don't know why I had that thing in my head. I think it's part of the Libra thing that I want everything to be perfect, even though it never is. I can never, I mean, look at my house. It's never perfect, but I want it to be. I have a vision in my head of what I want it to be. And then, so that became more important to me than the ritual, I think, which was silly. Now I don't worry about it at all. At all. All right. I might try to make the fried honey cakes. I don't have wine or enough honey. I'll just make it without honey and pour it on top after. Just be careful of splattering grease, honey, because once the grease gets hot, it does splatter a little bit. So just, you know, just be careful. What are we talking about our ages for? I mean, not that I care. I'm 46. I say that all the time, but it's funny. All right. We cut up all the time. I somehow make candles explode. See, yeah, that definitely happens for sure. Laughter and joy is essential. Yep, absolutely. Check on the car. Absolutely. I love my fun rituals with friends. It teaches release control for sure. Yep. Hi, Karen. Welcome. Beltane, you're supposed to let your wild side show. I know, right? How does Aunt Nancy react to rituals? She always goes to bed early. So I don't know. I don't think she cares really, but sometimes I'm like, she has said to me, well, what do you mean? Part of the problem is because she drives me crazy. I have a very hard time explaining to her what it is that I believe in. So I have cats. The only thing I can put on my altar is wine and my green earth chalice. Of course that's okay, Maddie. Of course it is. Been in one of those laughing spells during ritual and about pissed myself. See, it absolutely happens. So I think anytime she asks me a question, she'll say, you know, well, what does that mean? And I'm like, what do you mean? What does it mean? It means the earth is turning, the wheel of the year. So actually Beltane is kind of a time for fertility because things are coming up. And I said, and people used to, you know, have sex in the fields to encourage growth in the fields. And she was like, so you do that? So of course I told her no, but yes, I have done that, but now I'm not telling her that. I may not put a lot of flowers and decor on my altar. I plan on doing a nature and flower herb offering. That's cool. No problem. And whatever works for you, right? If it works for you, it works. So she just drives me crazy. So I usually don't have the patience to tell her about what stuff is. I just don't. She probably needs to borrow a load of books, right? I know. I'll probably offer seeds. Yes. Yes, absolutely. And that's one of the things I'm doing this year on Beltane. Because I didn't even do it at Ostera, bless my seeds this time, because I knew it was really far off before I was going to be able to plant. So finally, I'm almost, I think, hopefully ready to plant. Okay. So, the fertility part of it is definitely part of it. The fires, the Beltane is the first fire festival of the summer. It's, you know, it's halfway between the spring equinox and Letha, which is the summer solstice. So it's the first of the summertime fire rituals. Scott Cunningham's got a good wine recipe. Absolutely. Oh, and I will tell you, hold on. I was going to show you. Where did I do them? Here they are. So I am incorporating, I have been for every Sabbath for a little while, I have been getting these prophecy wines because they are based on tarot. So this one was Pinot Grigio. This is prophecy wine. I wait until after Mother's Day. I hear you. I know. And this is based on the star. So this one is the star card. That's their version of the star card. And then this one is the one I use at Beltane. This is the Sauvignon Blanc. Sorry, my French is bad. Where do you find the prophecy wine? If you go online and put your, they have a place where you can put your zip code in, and it will tell you if it has stores around you that you can get the prophecy wine. So this is the one I use for Beltane. This is the High Priestess, based on the High Priestess. And this is like the sweet white that they're talking about for the fried honey cakes. So this turns out really good. And I always use this one for, for Beltane. And then this one is the rose. This is the prophecy rose. And this one is the Wheel of Fortune. And they have a couple others. They have a dark red that I haven't been able to find yet. And they have like 5 or 6 different ones. So I'm going to melt candles off of these and keep them, you know, because I know, right? I love them. I love them. What's funny is, except for the I can't say it without looking at it, except for the Sauvignon Blanc, I usually don't drink very much of the wine. But Peter does, and Frankie does, and Joey does. So they all love it when I bring it home because they're like, oh, yeah. I usually have 1 glass, and they drink the rest of it. I'm terrible. But I really like the bottles, so they're fine with that. But that's what I was saying, though. That is a good thing. And actually, apparently, they have a wine called Taro wine, which came out, I think, after this. But I ran away, didn't realize what the art was, right? So there's, you know, there's all kinds of like fortune wines and stuff. I have quite a few bottles because I saved the bottles. Frankie gets me these cool bottles that have to do with magic and stuff. Yeah. This one, I have all kinds of, this is so bad. I have all kinds of bottles because, like I said, Frankie ends up buying alcohol. And when he goes to buy alcohol, he will get something that has to do with magic so he can give me the bottle. Like this one. That's Superstition. Isn't that cute? So I kept that one. And then this one, this is actually also what you're supposed to drink in the summertime for, really starts at Beltane, but even more at Litha, the next one. This is honey wine or mead. This is what they make. Mead is, instead of beer is made from barley, and mead is made from wheat. And you can make your own mead. What essential oils are related to Beltane? I got too many bottles, right? I know. Hold on, let's see. Incense and oils. Rose, sandalwood, frankincense, lilac, mint, elder, mugwort. I know. I think I'm going to start my mead too. I try to make it for Lunasa usually, but if I start now, maybe I could get it. Nah, it's too late for taro stock, but I could get it for Litha anyway, I bet. Lily of the Valley, foxglove, broom, hawthorn, almond, angelica, bluebells, daisy, marigold, frankincense, lilac, yellow cowslips, and thyme. I would think, yes, and jasmine, absolutely. Jasmine is a good one. And I always say, you know, think about what's blooming. Anything that's blooming about now. You're getting married on Litha? Yay! I wear sandalwood essential oil as a perfume. Awesome. I wear patchouli essential oil, but I also add a special ingredient, and I guess I can tell everyone. I think I've said it probably before. Happy birthday, Tange. Just did Tange come in? Yay! Happy birthday. I use patchouli, and if you add a little bit of pure vanilla into the patchouli, it just sweetens it just a little bit, and it smells so good. And that's what I wear on a daily basis. Is patchouli and a little touch of vanilla with it. It's really good. So, yay! Happy birthday! Honeysuckle, yep, absolutely. And what else was I going to say? There's something else that I have all the time that blooms about now. Because my lilacs, of course, are not going to be up yet. What else is there? There's one of the berries. Is it elderberry? No, that's later. Chasteberry, maybe? And then there's like the 9 sacred woods. I've never been able to gather the 9 sacred woods because a lot of them we don't grow a whole lot of those woods here. Like, I wonder, I must have it someplace. Jasmine everywhere. Perfect. Magnolia. Yeah, we can't grow that up here either. But that smells awesome. Aw, we love you too, Tange. We do, we do. Somewhere on here, I have the 9 sacred woods. Do you think I could find it? Probably not. It's like elm and oak and ash and elder. And you're supposed to burn in the fires. So we haven't talked about the fires yet. You're supposed to burn. Wait. It's Wiley Kylie's birthday too? I didn't know that. In your sacred bonfire, in your sacred campfire, in your whatever, you're supposed to burn the 9 sacred woods if you can get a hold of them. Which I have never gotten all 9 because some of them, like, I swear they don't grow anywhere around here. And I always am like, yeah, right. I'll have to get somebody from England to send me some of them that we would never have here. You know what? Hold on. Because it's right here. One second. I don't know how I don't have it, but I do. Come on. 9 sacred woods. Okay, ready? Here we go. They are the 9 sacred woods of Beltane. Here we go. Birch, rowan, ash, willow, hawthorn, alder, oak, holly, and hazel. And look at Angela. Thank you. Oh, yours are a couple different. Yeah, it probably is something you can find on Etsy that they have a little, a little stick of all of them. But that is, there's something that has to do with that. There's a reason for it. And of course, I can't remember the story. Yep. Because my brain is empty. All on Etsy except for the fir. Oh, I would think the fir would be an easy one. Choose the willow of the streams. Choose the hazel of the rocks. Choose the alder of the marshes. Choose the birch of the waterfalls. Choose the ash of the shade. Choose the yew of resilience. Choose the elm of the brae. Choose the oak of the sun. Scottish rhyme. So it has to do with like all the things that you're trying to pull into your life for that year or something. All right. I don't think she is in. I haven't seen her yet, Thomas. Yes, I will post that for sure with you, Will. No problem. So the fire. Okay. So the fire, that goes back to, the old pagans back in the day. They actually used to build 2 fires that were fairly close together because once Beltane hit, they would send their flocks and their cows and their herd and all that. They would send them out to range in the open land. So that's, the winter was over. And so it saved them money to send them out to open land when Beltane hit, so that they didn't have to feed them like they do in the wintertime. So that's a good idea, Coyote Moon. Make your own sacred woods out of local ones. That's a great idea. And so they would build 2 fires close together. And when they sent them out, they would send the cattle and the herds and stuff out through those 2 sacred fires for 2 reasons. One was to get rid of any ticks or lice that had accumulated on the animals because they were all together and kind of cooped up together in the wintertime. And the other was to symbolize them returning to the earth. So as they went out to feed, it was like their symbology of rebirth and starting anew and getting rid of the old and starting over and that kind of thing. So they would go through there. So that turned into witches would jump the fire. And the point of us jumping the fire was supposed to be that getting rid of burning off whatever we don't need. So don't really burn yourself. Have a small enough fire that you know you can jump over it. Please be careful, guys. Even if you do a candle, if you don't think you can jump, just do a candle. Just make sure you don't jump into a fire and hurt yourself. Because I have seen it happen at covens that people drink a little bit to purify and bless. Yep. That people drink a little bit too much mead and they think they got this and off they go and they catch the edge of the fire. So just be careful. Please. Pretty please. Be careful. Okay. So I wanted to bring up, is Shauna in here? I know Shauna's got her babies. And I know there's some people that have some little kids too. I wanted to bring up, there's some stuff. We jumped over a cauldron. There you go. A cauldron with a little fire in it. Perfect. Just be careful. I always have done a campfire, but I'm not a drinker. I'm not a big drinker. So I knew I could handle it. And the boys, of course, always, have to prove they can handle it. Whatever. So there's a specific ritual here for children that says, if you teach this to your children at Beltane and encourage them to use it throughout the year, and notice that it's a good morning stretch for grown-ups too, and it's a reverent way to greet each day with Beltane-like innocence and fullness of heart. Can't jump my fire pits are all raised, right? Jump a tea light. There you go. Oh, good thing I know where to find ash. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So this is what you do in the morning. You raise your arms overhead. Woo. I'm going to lose my page. Raise your arms overhead in a sun shape and say, blessed be this day as I learn and play. Spread arms open to each side. Put your hands to your heart. Continue. Fill my day with love. Touch your hands to the floor and then raise them overhead and finish from down below and up above. So that is a good morning stretch. It's good to, get that early morning blessing out of the way so that you can say, okay, everything from above, down below as above. It gives you a blessing to bless the God and Goddess with. That's a great morning blessing for kids too. Caroline, she was accidentally timed out. I was notified. Kendra, it was an accident. Uh-oh. Caroline was accidentally timed out. Oh, is it just a timeout though? If it's just a timeout and she's allowed back, then I don't have to do anything. If it's not, then I have to go in and check her name off the blocked list. But hopefully she'll be back then. Perfect. Okay. So the ritual self-blessing acknowledges all the directions and serves as a quick grounding, opening you to the wonders of the universe and the day. The stretch feels good and can remind us, as Beltane itself does, that in order to have good health, we need to stretch our hearts, minds, and attitudes as well as our bodies. Blessed be May Day and every day. And Gypsy, you're good? Okay, good. Oh, I can use the ash twigs for offering to Persephone. Yay, multi-purpose twigs. Come on, twigs. All right, Kendra's can come back in. All right. The Beltane vow activities. You can create a veil because, to symbolize the veil between the worlds. Lots of stuff with fae, with fairies. I always have an offering. Kitty, this is not for you. But no, that's my drink. Don't put your cat hair in my drink, please. I always have an offering for the fae that I put in the same place I always put it up by the tree. Hi, Heather. And what else for the fae? The veil symbolizes the fae. The morning dew. We talked about the morning dew, putting a bowl out. And yep, you can make fairy wands. Yep, and flower crowns. And fairy wands, if you can't, we used to use willow, well, I call them willow switches, but willow twigs, that are fairly long, and you can kind of tie them in a loop with a ribbon and tie more ribbon around. Hi, Shauna. I just did a children's little morning ritual. I will remind me, and I will post it or give it to you in a message. Hi, Marin. I have a tiger's eye and a red tiger's eye too. The red tiger's eye, Johnny, is called dragon's eye. So where was I? Oh, the other thing you can use is, the kitchen spoons that have holes in them. You can decorate them with either, if you do pyrography, you can do a pyrography on them, or you can do permanent markers and decorate little fairies and flowers and stuff on them, and use them as fairy wands that you can look through the hole to see the fairies. We used to do that. Maddie on his way home. Pat must be. Hi, everybody I missed. Sorry. Who did I miss? I think I got everyone. So that's a good one. Morning dew. So anything that has to do, like peach shortcake, strawberries, have a lot to do with Beltane. Frozen yogurt. I do a punch every Beltane that I suppose I can share. It's my secret punch because I don't cook. So every time we go to like some kind of picnic thing or anything, I always bring my punch because everybody loves it. But it is ginger ale or diet ginger ale. Usually I use diet ginger ale. And you buy two. I use 2 liters of ginger ale, and then 2 half gallons of sherbet. And you put the sherbet in the ginger ale and have, the big ladle with a big punch bowl, and it's so good. Tastes awesome. And I put a little bit, like a can of frozen orange juice in with it. It's so good. Super good. What else? Mead. Yep. Yes. Mead for sure. Which goddesses would strawberries be correspondence with? Oh, what do you do with morning dew? Morning dew, you leave a bowl out, and in the morning dew, you wash your face, and it's supposed to be like beauty for the whole year is to wash your face in the morning dew of May Day. So tomorrow night, make sure you put out your bowl, and you got to get out there before it burns off. So you got to get out there like either right before the sun comes up or right as the sun's coming up. Trader Joe's has good honey mead. Awesome. I like May wine. Yep, May wine is great with sweet woodruff and strawberries. Oh yes, you can make your own May wine. There's lots of recipes. Lots of recipes for your own May wine. The strawberries. Hold on, because I have a page about that, about Beltane and strawberries specifically. What does it say? First fruits of Beltane. Strawberries. Ooh, this is teeny writing. Hold on. Strawberries, the small red fruits clad in scarlet red, dotted with tiny seeds, and wearing green little caps, make one of the most deliciously attractive fruits of Beltane, symbol of purity and sensuality, fertility and abundance and modesty. The strawberry's fruit is made of perfect goodness because of its delicious flavor and fragrance. The sacred strawberry is one of the fruits that grew in the Elysian fields, the resting place of the blessed souls. I don't even know what that means. Strawberries have long since been associated with love. Some consider strawberries as a symbol of Venus, the goddess of love. The strawberry in its fruiting stage is symbolic of, I can't read that, it's too little. Something and sensuality, both being aspects of any seeded fruit that are often overlooked by the Christian church. In the interplay of the sacred and the profane, that is an intrinsic part of the allegorical perception of nature. There's a legend that mothers whose children have died should not pick strawberries before Midsummer's Day, because this is the day that the spirits of the dead children are taken strawberry picking. That's a horrible legend. The mothers should leave the fruit for their children. That's a horrible legend. All right, Angela, thanks for coming. That's just awful. Symbol of vitality. Blah, blah, blah. Seneca Indians. The northeastern United States associate strawberries with spring and rebirth because strawberries are the first fruit of the year to ripen. The Seneca also believe that strawberries grow along the path to the heavens and that they bring good health. Well, that's cool. That's just horrible. Some of these stories are like, what? Don't say that. Okay. So, right? Strawberries are good with sugar, right? And cream. Lots of good stuff. All right, so Beltane, lots of fae stuff, lots of God and Goddess getting it on stuff. Coven rituals very often will have a maiden that is, my cats are going crazy, that is made a May Queen and a green man, and the green man has to chase the May Queen, and when he catches her, then they, go do the do, which, symbolizes the fertility. And don't forget, I will post again the Beltane Fire Festival in Edinburgh, Scotland, which is, I watch it every year because it's just amazing. It is just amazing. I'm happy I found my fairy doll. Oh my gosh, she was so cute. Are you the one that posted that in there? Oh my gosh, she was so cute. They have an incredible festival every year. To the point where that's one I would love to go to. The Beltane Festival at Edinburgh is absolutely gorgeous. And they have performers dress up, and it's absolutely a stunning performance. And you can usually watch parts of it online. And You watched it last year? Oh, I try to watch it every year because they choose a new May Queen and a new Green Man every year. And it's just so gorgeous. And they have it on the same hill every year with this big production, and they have a big parade, and they have fire people come through, and the blue men and the red men and the green men. And it's just, it's the site is absolutely a stunning sight. It really is. I will post again the link. There's a whole Facebook group for them. They have their own website and everything. There's like hundreds and hundreds of, I would say probably close to 1,000, maybe more, that come to that every year. And the pictures and the videos that they all post are just amazing. Before I die someday, I would love to go do that for Beltane. There's certain places for pagan holidays that are very sacred, just like the equinoxes at Stonehenge. I would love to go to Stonehenge and be there for one of the equinoxes. They don't have a Wicker Man, but there are Wicker Man rituals all over. There's a couple in the United States, and it's not like the movie. The Wicker Man symbolizes stuff that doesn't have anything to do with murder. A lot of villages here have Beltane things going on. The Abios Festival, Bodmin has its feast as well. That's awesome. Awesome. So there's all kinds of stuff going on all over the place. A lot of local places have a maypole still. They may not, tell you what it symbolizes, but a lot of them have a maypole still. So you may be able to find a maypole somewhere, in your neck of the woods that you can go and at least take pictures or look at or something. And those tongues on Beltane. That's right. All right, Shadow Witch. Thanks for coming. Not my neighborhood. I know, not really in mine. Well, I don't think in mine. Yeah. So look around, and if not, then join some of the ones that are online. I will share the link for, and I know, Tange, you don't have Facebook, so look up Beltane Fire Festival in Edinburgh, Scotland, and try to see if you can find the link, because they are just amazing. Morris dancing, yay! I know I posted how you could make your own Morris bells today. I posted quite a few crafts and stuff today in there. And hopefully there's a commercial about gummy bears or something. There's a maypole in the background. Really? Yay! Yay, they do. Cherry Blossom Festival. There you go. All kinds of stuff that they may, incorporate that into it. So absolutely. All right. We will do then tomorrow night. We will do just kind of a small, I'm not going to do a real elaborate ritual or anything, but I will do a small ritual online for our online coven here. And Heidi, hi. Oh, you are too sweet. Thank you so much. I always am so embarrassed when you guys do that. I really appreciate it. Thank you. No more sugar for a week or I won't be able to move. I know, that was so sweet. How are you? I haven't seen you for a while. She actually lives very close to me, which reminds me, you should be coming to Tarot Stock, at least stopping in. May 31st to June 6th. Any possibility? I'll have to message you. So Tarot Stock is literally a month from tomorrow, a month from the following day. So I need the deets. I might be work traveling. Boo! But I hear you. I understand. I know. For those people who can't come, I certainly understand. And we're going to be doing lots of live streaming from here. So I hope you'll join in. And we should have a lot of fun. So try to nail down if you're, going to be able to come, and let me know. Heidi, I think we're friends on Facebook, right? I think we're friends on Facebook. I will message you because I think we're friends on Facebook. I feel like we've talked somewhere before. I'm so bad. My brain is going to be out. Try to let me know as soon as you can. Nail down your plans. I know. And if it's last minute, it's last minute. It's okay. No problem. It's okay. If you like the day before suddenly go, oh, I think I can come on out. We'll figure it out. No problem. It's just the better idea I have on Instagram. Gotcha. Okay. We'll do. The better idea I have, the more I know. Can't come. Looking forward to the lives. All right. I know. Right? Whew. I know for sure. Financial juju, right? In the meantime, I will see you all tomorrow night. We'll do, a little ritual for Beltane, and yay! I'll try to post some more stuff tonight on the Facebook group. Okay. Pat is just pulling up. We'll tell him I said hi, and I have to message you, Shauna. Anyway, I got to give you the little ritual I found for children. I love you guys too. We'll talk to you soon.